Welcome to the show, everybody. As you can tell, this is not Bobbit speaking. It is your favorite tattooed mistress, Heather, speaking. Bobbit's a little
Thank God!
Bobbit is just a little under the weather, so I'm going to be running the show for him here. And let's get it up here. There we go. There's everybody, and we have our special guest with us as well, little Miss Gina.
What's up, guys?
And of course, we got Bobbit.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
We got Trek on camera with us as well.
Why do you look like?
Hello,
why does
folks,
your shirt like? Wait a minute, Bobbit. Why does your shirt like you're from doing a scene from Dirty Dancing?
I didn't plan it that way, but
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, it works. And of course, as you all hear, we also have Johnny with us.
Hi.
And hashtag fuck me.
And JP is here sitting on the couch taking care of little Wendy for us today. Now, JP found this article just recently, and frankly, it's one that even I'm sitting here going, oh, well, fuck me in the ass.
What the fuck?
Look,
And this article is directly from WWE itself. The headline for it is, WWE is looking for the next female superstar.
Shoot me.
WWE is teaming up with Boonam Murray Productions, the company behind Total Bellas, Total Divas, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, to find the next female superstar who has what it takes to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch.
Just for the record, I cannot stare at Kim Kardashian's ass now without seeing JP's face.
Thank Canadian Basement for that little magic.
Thanks, Canadian
He is
Basement, for ruining
infatuated
that
with
for
my
me.
ass. I don't know why.
Casting is underway for a forthcoming reality show that will document the search for the next great female competitor. So basically, it's the next diva search.
Oh my god, somebody fucking shoot me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's the
love
article
how and
that's the article I was talking about, Gina.
Ugh.
I love
Yeah.
how the article it doesn't mention once quality content.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you can kind of see that they're taking it back in that direction just with what they're doing with Mandy Rose. Mandy
Exactly.
Rose is the new Trish Stratus. So, of course, you're going to have to find your new Lita to match your Trish Stratus.
And I think that's Ruby Riott.
I would actually agree with you. That's a really good one. I really like that idea.
Yes, Aaron Reed, we can see you in the chat. Stop asking.
Fuck off.
And Wise Society, to answer your question, Ronnie is just a little under the weather as well, so she will not be here tonight.
I asked her feel better for Sunday. I quit. Her, Heather, and Gina will be doing the show.
You know, in your defense, JP, I can totally be Becky. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she could, actually. She's got the red hair for it. Okay, so that little thing going on. It's do we really need another reality show to go along with the wrestling? Especially involving nothing but the women.
Well, I think that they're searching for something that's going to give the women their standout type thing, but they had that with Total Divas. And what they did with Total Divas is they basically eliminated all of the women superstars that they felt were not sexy enough or not interesting enough to be on that show. So now you're down to like 6-7 divas, which is total bullshit. If you're going to have a show called Total Divas, then you should have all of the women superstars on there. And by the way, the Diva era is over, so why the fuck would you call it Total Divas to begin with?
Exactly.
Well, are you guys talking about the Women's Rumble? Revealing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, 'cause I was going to talk about that. I was going to say, on the women's side, they kept announcing all the women that they were going to do. Why are people losing their shit? Everybody knows who's going to be in it.
Well, and the thing is that they're women that are already superstars on the roster. It's not like they're announcing that, oh, I don't know, Jazzy Gabbert's gonna be in it.
Right.
You know, it's people that you could have already guessed were gonna be in the fucking
Yeah,
Rumble.
'cause you gotta look at it this way. The women's division from both shows has 32 women in total.
Mhm.
Okay, that leaves your 2 champions out. So if you're not going to have any legends coming back for the Rumble, that means every single woman on the roster other than the 2 champions is in the Rumble. There you go.
Right.
There's your roster for the Rumble.
The only thing that I fear with the women's Royal Rumble is if they have Becky win it and
After she
loses clean and then she's thrown into the Rumble, they're Roman Reignsing her.
Yep.
And that
Yeah.
kind of sucks for her. And I will say this, if people cheer her, shame on them.
It's a double
for
standard,
booing
yeah.
Roman Reigns.
But I think that one factor that Becky has that Roman didn't have is the fact that she got herself over with the fans. Roman was corporately pushed. Becky's not being corporately pushed. She got herself over, so I think that that's going to help a little bit with as far as the fans being so.
However, she was supposed to be a heel.
That's true. That is
So,
true.
I mean, Roman was kind of over a little bit until because everybody wanted Daniel Bryan to win that Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And people shit all over Roman Reigns because he won the Rumble because he eliminated Daniel Bryan. However, people seem to forget Bray Wyatt eliminated Daniel Bryan before Roman Reigns even got out there.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I mean, we can get thoughts of everybody, but I just hope to God that they don't Roman Reigns her. Like, if she loses by disqualification, like Ronda Rousey interferes,
which we think is pretty much going to happen.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which we'll talk about when we start doing our predictions. But to have her lose clean and then put her in that's essentially what they did with Roman Reigns.
Yep.
And that's not fair to Roman Reigns for people shitting on him and her getting cheered. Right. To me, that's what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, we've got some clarification on the Ronda Rousey thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did. Go right ahead, Johnny.
So there was a lot of speculation that she was probably going to leave WWE after WrestleMania 35. Turns out that.
Sorry,
Wendy
guys.
doesn't like the idea for.
Wendy, let me finish my point. You'll feel better once I finish.
There we go.
But anyway, it turns out that's half true. It's half true.
Mm-hmm.
What the clarification is that she did sign. WWE came out with a statement that she is signed until April 10th, 2021. However, in her contract, she is allowed to take time off to start a family.
Yeah, and that was what I was trying to tell everybody yesterday, but everybody was like, no, she has a contract, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you guys don't understand that it's legal law. Like, if she gets pregnant, they have to give her maternity leave.
Right, exactly.
Right, and in that particular environment, if you become pregnant, you're pretty much out for that 9 months.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Up to a year.
Yeah, and I know Wise Society, I'm not calling you out or anything, but I know that he had said, isn't that kind of the same as an injury? Like, wouldn't those months that she's out be added on to her contract? And no, it's not, because you're legally obligated as an employer to give maternity leave. Now, as a wrestling employer, as Johnny just stated, that maternity leave includes that 9 months that she's pregnant, because it's dangerous for her to be anywhere near the ring during that time. So I think that she's going to take a little bit more of a backstage role.
Well, the theory is now is that she's going to take that time off after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Sorry, guys.
guys.
Wendy is just going berserk over here.
Hey. Oh my
Wendy,
God.
what's wrong? You little baby.
She went Brock Lesnar title.
Is she feeding?
She is.
Yeah, I kind of figured because that's the give me my fucking food now cry.
Exactly. Yeah, that's. I think she got a little spoiled because yesterday, after leaving the doctor, she was very hungry. So we stopped at the store and got her ready-made Similac, and now she's on the Parents' Choice again. I think she got a little spoiled.
Right.
So.
But with the Ronda Rousey situation, I do believe, like I read earlier a statement from WWE that says if she does start a family, that she still will be obligated to her contract, but she'll take more of like a backstage role. They might have her be like a maybe a manager for one of the other 4 horsewomen, a PR specialist, stuff like that. There's a ton of stuff that she can do in that company without actually being in the ring.
Right.
Right, and so that's why I always said. I mean, we're all well known for like shitting on Meltzer,
Yeah.
or because 90% of the time he is wrong. But that's why I always tell people, even if you don't like Meltzer, take it with don't completely dismiss it right off the bat, because sometimes the shit he's saying is rooted in some truth.
Well, and the thing is, I'll say this right now. I've gotten a lot of stuff from Meltzer as of late, especially with AEW news, and he's been spot on with all of it that I've gotten from him. I'm not saying that, of course, he's always right, because no one's always right, but he's been doing a little better lately.
Right, exactly. But again, to touch on what you were saying there, when it comes down to maternity leave and an injury, it's so different, because even in the regular workforce, maternity leave is enforced by law.
Yep.
More so than workman's comp, which would be an injury. Because that's something that you have to indefinitely prove without a shadow of a doubt that you got hurt on the job site.
Correct.
Yep, I know that one very well.
Yeah, whereas they really can't sit there and say, yeah, you're not pregnant.
Yeah.
That,
Give me a couple of months and I'll prove you're wrong, bitch.
Exactly. So, but yeah. There's
Dina, what have you heard about AEW? Is there any AEW news out there?
Oh God, there's been quite a few actually. Let's see. They just announced yesterday that they signed Jungle Boy Nate Coy. Who, anyone out there that does not know who Jungle Boy is, look him up on YouTube. I know that he's not JP's cup of tea because we've already discussed this, but he is an indies wrestler. He's like 20, 21 years old right now. Luke Perry's son, actually, actor Luke Perry. The kid is fantastic in the ring. For being so young, he is very, very talented. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then they did announce yesterday as well that I believe it's February 6th, they're going to have another live broadcast from Las Vegas to announce the details on when the tickets for Double or Nothing goes for sale and all the stuff that goes along with that. So
okay.
Alrighty.
And if anybody out there wants to keep up with what is happening with AEW leading into Double or Nothing, if you go to Cody Rhodes' YouTube, which I believe is just under Cody, I think Cody American Nightmare or something like that. But if you subscribe to that channel, he's going to start having like weekly updates going into Double or Nothing.
Okay. Sounds good.
So yeah.
All right, we can. If you want to go, it's going to be a short show because Rumble Bobs is next.
Yes. So if you would like to move on to the actual pay-per-view itself here, can somebody pull up the match card?
I got it.
All right.
Now this match pisses me off that it's even on the fucking kickoff show. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev.
We kind of knew that was going to happen because the U.S. title's
Yeah.
not really held in high regards anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
I
cruiserweight
hate to
title
see
is
those.
held in higher regard?
Unfortunately.
Fucking bullshit.
I
know.
I hate to see those two being held at such a low standard. But I mean, then again, it's a low standard, yet it's not. Because if you think about it, the pre-show is what gets everybody hyped for the main event show. So I think having the cruiserweights and having the U.S. title on that pre-show may be a good option.
Well, I think they're essentially going to, both of them are essentially going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing you also got to remember, I mean, it's not necessarily that the cruiserweight title is held in higher regard than the U.S. title. You know, contrary to JP's opinion on it, the cruiserweight style of wrestling is very popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Anyway.
And, you know,
I've always loved the
I know it's
cruiserweight,
whatever,
so-
but I mean, the facts are the facts. I mean, that's what people are wanting to see.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, frankly, I think it's a good thing that they are doing this because, I mean, look where the cruiserweight, that whole division has been even before they even had 205. I mean, look at the back of the day of WCW.
Right.
I mean, and these guys, this has come leaps and bounds from when this division kind of started in WCW.
I still haven't watched an episode of 205 yet.
Seriously, like 205 was actually really good this past week. They got a new guy. Oh, I don't remember his name. He's a Mexican superstar, but JP, I think you'd actually really like him because I mean he does a little bit of the high flyer stuff, but he's more of like a ground technician. But he's really good. Oh God, his name is so fucked up too. I can't even remember. Anyway.
So,
what's your predictions with this match, guys?
Rusev versus Shinsuke.
I'm gonna go Rusev.
Okay, Johnny?
That's actually really tough. I'm gonna go with Rusev because I think Rusev needs more of the push right now.
But he's got the United States title.
I understand that, but
it's a garbage
Rusev Day.
championship.
I understand that, but this is why.
Fuck
Is
Rusev.
look how long Rusev has sitting there been waiting around for some type of good push or a good run with any sort of title.
He can wait a little longer.
No, no. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you don't like him or not. The fact is, it's fucked up that, and I'll stand behind this statement 100%. It's fucked up. I don't care how good he is, and I'm acknowledging that Shinsuke is a phenomenal performer. But the fact that he got a bigger push before Rusev is bullshit.
Well, the reason that he got the bigger push is because of the fucking AJ Styles thing. That's why he got the push.
That's fine. It's still bullshit.
I disagree. Because it was bigger money. That's why.
I don't understand. I just don't understand why they're putting two talents like Rusev and Nakamura against each other right now because like they're both so big and they want to push both of them.
And having them on the kickoff show isn't giving either one of them a push.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna go with Rusev because I think Shinsuke. I don't know when his contract ends, but I think he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm done."
From what I
he
understand,
made his fucking money and he's gonna fucking move on.
From what I understand, I believe it's 2020.
Okay, so he's got another year.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Bobbitt?
I'm gonna go Shinsuke.
Okay. Any reason behind it?
Because I think Rusev's gonna end up being in the Rumble.
Well, both of them are gonna end up being in the Rumble.
Yeah.
But I think they got bigger plans for Rusev that we don't know about.
Fair enough.
If they have him win the Rumble, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Trek.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because there's
Why?
better guys out there to win the Rumble than him. Sorry.
Why? Nah, come on. Rusev
He
would be a
hasn't
good
had a
choice.
big enough
Johnny.
push, Johnny. Until
Oh
he gets
god,
the
I
big
feel
push.
Johnny is just antagonizing JP just for the hell of it right now.
I think so, especially since
No,
I'm trying to get
okay,
Wendy
no,
to sleep.
legitimately, okay, it would not be that bad if Rusev won the Royal Rumble.
I just throw somebody in there, fucking win the Royal Rumble. That's like throwing Zack Ryder in there and having him win
Oh,
the Royal
no,
Rumble.
but you can fuck off with that statement.
Well, what I'm
He's
saying
fucking-
is he hasn't had a big enough
Oh
fucking
my god.
You can fuck off with that
push.
statement.
Whatever. You can.
Oh
believe
my
what
god, you
want.
two shut up. You're
But-
both pretty.
It's bullshit. in my
That's it. You
opinion.
tell them, Wendy. You tell them both.
It's bullshit in my opinion. If they have him in the Royal Rumble, it's bullshit.
Oh my god.
Anyway, going on. Moving on.
Trek.
Check.
I'm going with Rusev.
Okay.
He just won it. I don't think they're gonna take it off on this turn.
All right, the Fatal 4-Way for the Cruiserweight title: Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa versus
Okay.
Kalisto versus Hideo Itami.
Hold on a second. Heather, who did you have on that one?
I had Rusev. Thank you, Gina.
Oh, you're welcome.
Moving on.
Yeah, JP.
I thought I was running the show, by the way.
Do you want to do it? Go ahead.
Tommy.
I just gave you the Fatal 4-Way.
So what do you think, Gina?
Okay, Tommy, Murphy, Tozawa. I'm sorry, I'm trying to
Kalisto.
keep track of this stuff. Tozawa and fucking Kalisto.
Yeah.
Fuck Kalisto. I am actually gonna go with a Hideo Itami on this one.
I'm
I
in
actually-
agreeance with you.
I really like Hideo Itami. I know that he's not very good on the mic, but recently they've kind of brought Davari. They brought Davari in to kind of speak for him more on the mic, and the guy's phenomenal in the ring. So that's why I'm choosing him.
I think they're gonna not since they pushed Shinsuke to a title and they have a world title on Asuka. I think they're gonna start pushing Hideo now. So
Okay.
Next.
Bobbit.
Team Japan #1. I'm going Hideo.
well, you could have also gone on Akira.
Akira Tozawa.
I'm still gonna go with Hideo. It's time.
Okay. Trek.
I'm gonna agree with the other guys. Hideo Itami, it's time. He's been getting a bit of a push on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny.
Little bit there. I agree. My pick will be Hideo Itami, but I would not be upset if Buddy Murphy retained.
You know, I honestly wouldn't be as upset if Tozawa got
Yeah,
it
or
either, 'cause
Tozawa.
I really like Tozawa too.
Realistically, this is one of those matches that there's three guys: the Tozawa, Hideo, and Buddy Murphy. Either one of those win, I would be happy with. As long as Kalisto doesn't win, I can't stand Kalisto.
I can't either, especially with the whole Lucha House Party bullshit.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
And that's why I think he's gonna win it.
You know what? I actually had that same thought, JP, because now that they're on Raw, it would be a way for them to kind of expose the Cruiserweight Championship to not just 205 Live.
Not
Right.
that I want it. Not that I want it. But yeah, that's why.
It could happen, and frankly, if it does, I will lose my shit.
Right? Who are we missing? JP?
No, I just told you, Kalisto.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's
No.
the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Bar versus The Miz and Shane.
Gina.
Oh God. I am actually gonna go with the Miz and Shane. I honestly think that the way that they have been pushing these two, I think that they're gonna win the title titles, and then something is going to happen to where they lose them. They're going to have a falling out, and it's going to end up being The Miz versus Shane at WrestleMania.
I agree. I can't disagree with Gina on that. I'm thinking the same thing.
Track?
Miz and Shane, if they want them to feud at WrestleMania, this would be the perfect way to start off. And then like someone botches, they lose it like at the next pay-per-view, and then they just implode.
Bobbit?
I'm gonna go with Miz and Shane because there's a report out there saying that Bray Wyatt and the Bludgeon Brothers are cleared. So I'm thinking they're gonna reform the Wyatt family and put the tag belts at probably Chamber.
Here's the thing, though. Bray Wyatt's on Raw. Bobbit.
They can always switch it up somehow.
And Matt Hardy is also cleared too, so Matt Hardy could very well come back with Bray Wyatt as well.
This is true.
But the Bludgeon Brothers have been cleared. That they're good to go.
Yes.
So.
It could be them, but they could be the ones that beat Shane and
Miz, yeah.
Miz.
Yeah.
Johnny? Sorry.
No, because they haven't gotten a rematch, even though they don't do that anymore. But
they don't do that anymore.
SmackDown does it, but Raw still does.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny?
I'm picking Shane and Miz only because I know where it's probably going to lead. But good God Almighty, I don't want this fucking match.
None of us do, honestly.
None of us do. I fucking.
I'm sick of it. You know what? I honestly believe that this might be one of the matches of the night because Shane and The Miz are both really good in ring talents. Shane is better for those high flying spots, but the Bar is really good at putting other people over. So I think this might be one of those matches that everybody wants to sleep on, but don't sleep on it. Sorry.
Well, no, that is a fair point. I mean, it is a fair point. I hate seeing The Miz in this spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone.
Well, I'm gonna go with Shane and The Miz because God fucking forbid we go a pay-per-view without a McMahon on fucking TV.
That's why I'm so sick of it.
And I think he's the only one out of the McMahons who has not won a title in one way or another.
That's a good point too.
So
yeah, he has.
European title.
He won the Intercontinental title, I think.
Okay.
And hardcore title.
Whatever.
Okay.
Oh, fucking A.
So they want to put him one title closer to being a fucking Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. And that would pretty much fucking do it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's been United States champion too. I'd have to look. SmackDown Women's title. Asuka versus Becky Lynch. Now, this is not in order, but then the next match is the Raw Women's title. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Gina, why don't you start us off here?
Becky all the way.
Alrighty. Johnny?
Go to somebody else. Let me think about this one for a minute.
I'm gonna say Asuka retains, but because of interference by Ronda Rousey yet again, because she's still pissed off about the whole thing.
And that's how they get Becky in the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Because everybody wants to, and this is how you're gonna get your damn fucking Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. She wins the Rumble, and she gets Ronda Rousey. I'm gonna go with Asuka by disqualification, but interference from Ronda Rousey.
I actually really think that both of these matches might end in disqualification.
That's what
because
They very well could, yeah.
Because Becky's still super pissed that Ronda interfered, and then let's say Ronda's match goes first, if Becky interferes with that match, then Ronda's going to be pissed, and Ronda's going to come out and interfere with her match, or vice versa.
Exactly. Right. That's why I'm hoping Ronda's match is first. Because if Becky's match is first, then I don't see an interference at all. And I still see Asuka retaining. And it's going to be a clean finish. and then they're going to Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch. But hopefully Ronda comes first.
Oh, I just thought of something. I always bet with Asuka, so I'm gonna go with Asuka retaining.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm about to say for the Rumble and for the Raw Women's Title match, something that nobody has saw coming, and I think WWE is bold enough to actually do it.
Out with it then, man.
Good talk.
Come on, Bobby,
Do
tell
what?
us.
I think fucking they're still gonna do Ronda versus Becky at WrestleMania. I think Stephanie McMahon's gonna win the Women's Royal Rumble.
What? Okay, whatever. Moving on.
Johnny, have you thought of anything yet? Do you want me to go try?
It's hard when I get into this kind because this is going to be a good match.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so, for me, it's really hard because the logic in me goes with what JP said.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's kind of like in my heart, I cannot be mad on who wins it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be upset if Becky won the title. I think it would be too soon to take it off of Asuka.
Absolutely.
But I could see why they would put the belt back on Becky. So my official answer is I'm going to go with JP on this one.
Okay.
I think that Asuka will win, but by disqualification.
Okay. All right, Track.
Yep. Yeah, I think Asuka wins by DQ, and I mean that's too soon to take it off of her anyway.
Well, it was too soon to take it off fucking Sasha Banks, and they kept fucking doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
Sasha, every time Sasha got the belt, she ended up injured.
That's true.
So they had to keep taking it off of her.
Is everybody gone?
Yep.
Even you?
Yep.
Okay. The next one is the Raw Women's title. Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks.
Again, there's going to be fuckery in this match, I think. So.
And I think this is going to be before. Hopefully, this is before the SmackDown women's match. Becky Lynch somehow, and I could see Sasha Banks winning the title on a fuck finish, and that pisses Ronda off to the point where she fucking comes out and just destroys Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ends up winning by DQ or whatever, or by possible pin or whatever. But I think I'm going with Ronda Rousey by disqualification.
Gina?
I actually think that this is going to be the match that sets up the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsemen women for WrestleMania.
Yep.
I think that Sasha is going to win, but I think what is actually going to happen is Shayna Baszler and the other 2 minions are going to come out for like Ronda's side, and that's going to lead to Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky coming out for, well, maybe not Charlotte yet, but it's going to definitely lead to Bayley and Becky coming out to defend Sasha, and then you're going to get all that fuckery. Now, no matter what match this happens in, whether it's in the Becky match or in this match, it's ultimately, I believe, is going to lead to the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen.
Oh, I definitely think it's going to, if something like that's going to happen, it's definitely going to be on the Raw side, simply because they're going to be there to help out Ronda.
Exactly, and if you think about it with the reports of Ronda wanting to start a family and maybe taking a little bit of time off, obviously not leaving her contract like we discussed earlier, but just taking some time off to start a family, they're going to have to do the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen at Mania, because this is like a super hyped up match. This is what everybody has been talking about since they signed Ronda Rousey. So
Yeah, and you have them constantly dropping hints with Sasha holding up the four fingers, Charlotte holding up the four
Aren't they
fingers.
missing
Yep.
one of the UFC girls though?
no, they just the other Shayna Baszler and the other two minions are down in NXT.
Okay.
It's Jessamine Duke and Marina Schiffner.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're like
okay.
super fucked up looking. I'm sorry, but they are. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's not just that they're fucked up looking. They cannot speak on the mic to save their fucking
Oh
lives,
my
and they
God,
cannot
no.
wrestle whatsoever.
So bad.
Jessamine Duke always has a look on her face like she shit her pants.
Wait, is she the blonde one or the
Yeah,
the big
She's
one?
a tall, skinny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blonde one is like, she terrifies me. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't even understand. Like, whatever, man. I don't like her.
She doesn't scare me. I wouldn't be scared of her at all. I mean, she could probably throw me over her fucking shoulder and fucking choke me out, but
No, she doesn't scare me for like that reason. She scares me. I don't know. It's not
She's gonna
scared
hurt
isn't the right
somebody.
word. Yeah,
well, they're wrestling Io Shirai and Kairi Sane next week. So.
yeah. Why Society wants to know if we think that if the Four Horsewomen match would main event Mania, and yes, I do.
I don't.
It
see it.
depends. See,
That's
to
too
me,
soon.
it depends on how much they hype this up.
Yeah.
It's for me. It's way too soon because they I mean, at the fucking damn elimination chamber, they're doing the women's tag teams.
Yep.
So I think it's a little too soon to do Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen. Bleh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's too soon. That's kind of rushing it too much.
Yeah,
But
but
this is
the only
also
reason why I
WWE.
say, yeah, the only reason why I say so quick for them to do it so quick, I would prefer for them to wait until SummerSlam.
Nice.
But
Thank you.
if Rhonda is seriously thinking about taking some time off to start a family, then they're gonna have to do it at WrestleMania.
Too soon. I still think it's way too fucking soon. Just way too soon because it's.
It
We'll
may
see.
be way too soon, but you know, if they're working around what Ronda wants out of her schedule, they're gonna have to.
And not only that, but I mean, you know, WWE is pretty
Well,
much known for doing shit that's too soon.
to be honest with you, I would keep Jessamine Duke and Marina Schiffner are garbage. They can't even fucking wrestle. They need to give them some mat time first. My God, they looked horrible the last time they fucking wrestled.
And they haven't wrestled since.
So I would hope that we're gonna let Ronda do her thing, and then bring them back, and then do it at next year's Mania. That's what I would do, but not this one. That's way too soon. Giving them two girls a fucking spotlight, like they ain't ready, not even close. And hopefully Triple H fucking tells they're not fucking ready. If you want to ruin fucking WrestleMania, then do it. But if you want WrestleMania to be a good show, then do it.
The only way that that's not going to ruin WrestleMania would be if the Four Horsewomen from UFC come out and they fight like they're in UFC,
Right.
which they could technically do because a lot of the UFC moves are very, very similar to wrestling moves. So
Yeah. Track, what do you think?
I think that Ronda's gonna win, but it's gonna be a fuck finish.
Johnny?
Ronda wins, no fuck finish.
Bobbitt?
Ronda's gonna retain. I think they're gonna be a fuck finish.
Yeah, there's no way that there's not going to be a fuck finish, whether it be either Jessamine Troll and Marina Shera or Schiffner or fucking Becky Lynch herself. There's definitely going to be a fuck finish, and Ronda is definitely going to be retaining this title. They've set this up so badly that it's that predictable. Honestly, in my opinion. And it's kind of sad.
Everybody predicted?
Yep.
WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Who fucking cares?
I agree, but
Is another match is like, do we really have to see it again? Because you're probably just going to put the title right back on AJ now.
I think they are. That's my prediction.
Gina, you?
I am actually really hoping that Daniel Bryan retains. I really hated his whole gimmick at first, but now it's starting to pick up a little bit, and he's getting a little bit better with it. And he's just so good at fucking just insulting everyone. I like it.
I'm the
I like
opposite.
being insulted.
I'm the complete opposite. I fucking hate it. It's boring me. I almost fell asleep watching it. Tuesday. I was literally yawning watching it. I just not buying anything that comes out of his mouth. I'm thinking they're going to put the title right back on AJ.
Johnny?
For the sake that I don't want another fucking AJ run right now, just keep it on Daniel.
Okay.
Bobbitt?
I'm thinking that Brian's going to retain, and we're getting some kind of big match at WrestleMania.
Trek?
I think it's AJ. The way they ended the segment on SmackDown, it looked like AJ is going to win.
Alrighty.
Everybody predicted?
Heather, you said Styles, right?
I said AJ, yeah.
Okay. Here's my question with this match.
Uh-huh.
Is there anybody rumored to be coming over that Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles have had prior rivalries with, whether it be TNA, New Japan, wherever they were? Like, did they either one of them ever have a rivalry with Abyss?
AJ did.
Styles did.
Because what I was thinking is, with Abyss coming over, if Abyss ends up winning that Royal Rumble, then that could set up a Mania match between him and AJ.
Could.
It could.
But we'll see. Anyway.
I mean, if any of you have ever seen Abyss, he's not bad. He's got some...
No, Abyss is actually pretty good for a big guy.
Yeah, he's pretty decent for a big guy.
I think they brought him over too late.
Yeah.
Now that I do agree with. They brought him over way too late.
Yeah, I know. Well,
he's been in TNA for years.
Yeah, but he's young. I don't think he's that old. I think he's about the same age as AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he's not that old.
Well, then, if that's the case, that might not be too bad.
I'd have to look, but I honestly don't think he's that old. He's been at TNA for years. I mean, like a long time. But I'll check that out. We'll see.
Okay.
And then Gina's favorite match of the night. She'll like what I have to say about this. The Universal title, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor.
If it wasn't for Finn Balor, I'd probably be sleeping through this match.
I'm gonna let Gina go last on this one.
I think we all know.
I'm going Finn Balor. And if they're going to really induce this change that they keep fucking saying, and I threw quotations up there, Finn Balor is the way to go with this match. Get the title off of Brock, let Finn have his run, and tell the story you were going to tell with him when he won it the first time. Mm-hmm. Because we don't know what that story was. And then you could do Seth Rollins a couple of times. You could I could see them bringing Daniel Bryan over and taking on Finn Balor. Or AJ Styles and taking on Finn Balor.
That would be good.
AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. I was at that TLC match, and that was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life.
There's just so much you could do with Finn Balor being the champion right now. And it would incite change, and people would be excited for Raw every fucking week.
And he's been the most over superstar since he's been brought to the WWE, whether it be done in NXT or on the main card.
It's true. He doesn't need the demon gimmick, and the way that they were telling that story is Vince doesn't believe in the underdog. Now, if Brock Lesnar beats Finn Balor,
they've screwed themselves.
They have fucking ruined every small guy. Mm-hmm. And this is why the cruiserweight, this is where I was going to say, the cruiserweight division is essentially dead, in my opinion.
I am going to disagree with you there because I think that they're finally starting to realize that they need to push these smaller guys because look at what they're doing with Mustafa Ali.
No,
He's saying if they beat
if
Finn
they
Balor.
beat Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand what you were saying, but what I'm saying is I'm hoping I agree with you there, but I'm really hoping that they don't because otherwise they not only crush Finn, but they crush guys like Mustafa Ali and all of these other guys that like Mustafa Ali, he's been going up against Daniel Bryan these past few weeks. So
Exactly.
it's literally this the whole WWE is telling the story of the underdog right now.
Okay. Go ahead,
I'm gonna go with Finn Balor on this. I know, Johnny, you're gonna bring up the believability, but you know what? For this, throw it out the window and just hope.
No. I think people misunderstand that. Because I've said multiple times, I want Finn to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But
he has stated.
what I'm talking about is people saying he's believable to beat Brock Lesnar. Realistically, he is not.
Realistically, he is though because like out of anybody, have you seen the guys that Finn Balor wrestled over in New Japan?
No, okay, Gina, but here's the thing. By WWE standard, because this is the problem. Everybody wants this is why I tell people you gotta be careful when you have these wrestlers that come from outside companies. You can't include what they did at another promotion.
That's true.
Yeah, but
you got to look at what they did inside of this promotion.
Okay, fine. Look at what he did to Samoa Joe in NXT.
That doesn't matter. It does not matter.
How does it not matter? The NXT is WWE. He has statistically beaten bigger dudes in the WWE.
Because the one person in WWE that was believable to beat Brock has already been beaten.
Okay.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, but Braun Strowman beat himself. Like seriously, he did this to himself. I love Braun Strowman, but he took himself out of the main title card.
That's fine, but there's the thing. He was a believable person. Now, and I'm not saying that Finn couldn't beat Braun. In fact, I would have much rather them put the title on Braun and have Finn beat Braun.
Yeah.
But if you think because what it does, it goes back to my original argument where I shit on AJ Styles. It's the same thing with Brock. They have built up Brock like they did with AJ to where anybody that stepped into the ring with them, they didn't get Brock beat them. They built up Braun as the most legitimate threat to Brock Lesnar. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want Finn to win. If Finn does win, that's a good change for WWE. But people saying he's believable to beat Brock is not. It's just not true. He's not believable.
Agree to disagree there.
I mean, I'm sorry. I am with Gina on that. I mean, he could be believable with him beating, because what he has done. They haven't. This is hard to say because he's not believable to beat Braun Strowman. This I understand. To have him beat Brock Lesnar, he's smaller than Braun Strowman. But essentially, Brock Lesnar beating Braun Strowman, and I can see where Johnny's coming from, and I kind of agree with him as well. Anybody that beats Brock Lesnar really isn't believable unless you're Roman Reigns.
I'll wait until it comes to my turn. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. But I will say this, and Gina is right. And I've said this numerous times, if WWE is going to say that NXT is not developmental, then stop fucking saying we're bringing these guys up. Because I'm sick and tired of fucking arguing. That's where the argument is. If they're saying that it's not developmental, then stop treating it like it is. And I
agree.
know that we've talked about that before, Gina, but
Yep.
it's just that's my thinking. And everybody says, well, when they call him up, well, no shit. Then it's developmental. It's the minor leagues. It's like baseball. Minor leagues is not the major leagues. AAA is not. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Finn Balor did beat Samoa Joe. In fact, he beat the fuck out of everybody down there.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
beat Kevin Owens. He beat Samoa Joe.
Yes.
There was a lot of big guys down there that he beat.
But I can see both sides. So
Yeah.
we'll
And I'm not
see.
saying that's not possible.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying that. That's where people get misunderstood. Am I going to be like, oh, what the fuck are they doing with Finn and beating Brock? That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're going off the argument of believability on who can beat Brock Lesnar, technically they've already done it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So okay. So I just want to be like clarify here for sure. You're going Lesnar then?
No, I'm not going Lesnar.
Okay.
He's just telling the he's trying
Yeah.
to build the argument for believability.
Yeah, I get it.
But I do agree with both sides. I can see both sides, but so yeah, but
And I can see both sides of it too, but that's why I'm presenting the other argument.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I get it. Okay.
Bobbit.
I'm going Balor.
Track.
I'm going Finn Balor, and I'll tell you why. Because I think this is what they're going to do. We've said that it's supposed to be Strowman versus Lesnar at WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The last time something like that happened was when Goldberg interfered at No Way Out against and helped Eddie beat Lesnar for the title. Here's what's gonna happen: you're either gonna get a no DQ edition, or the ref's gonna take a bump. Braun's gonna come in. He's gonna give Lesnar those hands, for lack of a better term. Balor's gonna hit the stomp, but he's gonna win. That's how it's gonna win. That's gonna set up the Lesnar versus Strowman match at WrestleMania. So that's what happens.
Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. Anybody else? Did fucking hell freeze over or something?
I
I
don't know.
think it did.
I actually love that.
It makes it believable now, doesn't it, motherfucker?
It does.
If they did that, that would be fucking fantastic.
Well, and the thing is too, I've noticed that they've been dropping a lot of hints with Finn as far as like, well, if he's going to win, he's going to have to bring something out that we've never seen before, that he hasn't used before. I think that you're going to see a lot more of his original finishing moves that he came over to NXT with. Like, you're going to see Bloody Sunday. You're going to see a lot more moves that he broke out maybe in like New Japan, things like that. You're going to see moves that he normally does not do.
I think they're gonna let him do his thing.
Exactly. And if they let him do his thing and he breaks out like Bloody Sunday and I can't remember the name of the other moves that he did right off the top of my head, but if he breaks out all that stuff that he did in New Japan, or even when he was in the name is dropping from me right now, but the Irish promotion that he was in, any of those moves, it's going to turn the believability factor way up.
But now here's the thing. He can't do it with the demon gimmick.
No,
I
he's
don't
not
want
coming
him
out
to
as
come out.
demon.
No, he's already mentioned they're not bringing the demon gimmick out.
Yeah, I don't want him to do the demon gimmick, because then if he does that, then
We all know he's
everybody's going
winning.
to stick. Well, yeah, not only that, but then everybody's going to stick to this stereotype that they already have about him, where he can't win the big matches unless he comes out as the gimmick or as the demon. And anybody who believes that if he puts some fucking face paint on, that he's magically suddenly another person is fucking retarded. Okay, I'm sorry, but you're stupid. Like, Finn Balor is behind the paint. He's behind the demon. It is him. He is the one with the talent. So it's time for him to get that limelight.
I agree.
Well, actually, somebody brought it up that Finn Balor, as of now, is unbeaten, undefeated
On
at
pay-
pay-per-views.
And in singles competition.
Yeah,
Yes.
with or without the demon gimmick.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I also want to bring up real quick. Ryan said in the chat earlier that Abyss is actually 45 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's not too old.
That's not too bad, but it's not too
Well,
young.
and two, he's another one of those wrestlers. He's never stopped.
Right.
No. You're correct.
Ow.
And realistically, not saying anything bad about AJ, but with Abyss's style of wrestling, he can go a lot longer.
Yes, because he's more methodical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Gina, we know
Oh,
you're
sorry,
going
Finn.
with... All right, let's...
Which one?
We kind of figured out when I triggered her earlier. No.
The
I'm
men's
like, don't be talking
Royal
about my
Rumble.
man. God damn it.
The men's Royal Rumble.
So yeah, Gina, you want to start with this one?
I don't fucking care. I really don't necessarily have a prediction as to who is going to win the Royal Rumble because I honestly don't give a fuck. But I do think that we may see a couple of surprise entrants coming in, and I think that, well, of course, I think Abyss is going to be coming up. There's going to be a lot of NXT guys. I have a feeling that we might see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come back.
I don't know
At
about
least-
Sami
at
Zayn.
least-
Maybe Kevin
no.
Owens.
At least Sami Zayn, because from what I've read, Sami Zayn is actually going to be coming back before Owens. So, because from what I read, they want to wait on Owens until after WrestleMania.
When did Sami Zayn leave?
For rotator cuff surgery, mind you.
Both.
Yeah, it was about 2 months prior to KO with a knee injury.
It takes 14 months for full recovery.
He's cleared already. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are both cleared. They've been down in NXT working out and doing all that stuff. They're cleared.
If they bring him back and he ends up fucking up his shoulders again, he will be out for a year.
He'll be out longer than a year. He may never wrestle
It may
again.
end his career. Yeah.
Because rotator cuff is nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But pulling a fucking pick out of my ass right now, I'm gonna say EC3 gets it.
You think EC3 is gonna win?
I don't know. They're gonna have to do something in order to bring a fresh face into the title scene. And EC3 and Lars Sullivan. Those two have been, well, Lars of course has his anxiety attacks to deal with, but EC3 specifically, they haven't really given him the limelight on Raw or SmackDown, and I think that there's a reason why. I think they're waiting for that big kind of push factor to come in, and I think this might be it. Because he let's face it, he's the Tanner version of John Cena. I mean, it's Vince's dream.
Yeah, she's got a point. I mean, I like EC3. I've always liked EC3. I don't know why WWE got rid of him in the first place. Because he was in WWE for a while.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what his gimmick was, but I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Okay. Track.
If Finn Balor wins, I'm going with Drew.
Johnny.
Rusev. No, I'm just kidding. Realistically, I'd want Drew McIntyre, but I could see them having Seth Rollins win it.
I can see that too.
I don't want that, but I can see that.
And Basement, don't get too excited. I'm only burping Wendy. Bobbit.
I'm going Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Everybody's picked. And
realistically, the only one I could see being the one to go next would be Drew McIntyre. It's way too soon for EC3 to be thrown into a title picture.
Or, I mean, you could make the argument for Samoa Joe or Randy Orton.
This is true.
Please, for the love of fucking God, no more Randy Orton. No, my God, please no.
Well, I mean, the way that they were doing things Tuesday night.
Yeah, I know, but Samoa Joe, I would really love to see. I could definitely see Seth Rollins too. Except I think that Dean and Seth are gonna both be in the match, and I have a feeling that they're gonna end up taking each other out.
I was gonna say eliminating each other, yeah. So they can continue that feud all the way to WrestleMania.
It might actually be a WrestleMania match. Everybody predicted?
Yep.
Heather, I'm sorry, Heather, who did you say?
Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, the match that the reason that the girls are going to be doing the Royal Rumble on Sunday, the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Honestly, there's nobody in this division that is clear-cut more than Charlotte.
Yeah, but if they, I mean, for fuck's sake, if they make Charlotte win this Royal Rumble.
I'm gonna say this. If they do this, like if they do the disqualification with Becky, I see them having Becky win it, and then they do Asuka Charlotte at WrestleMania, and then they do and then Charlotte ends up going over to Raw, and then they can do the 4 Horsewomen thing or whatever. I'm going with Becky. I think somehow Becky's gonna win it, and they're gonna get the Ronda versus. You're gonna get Ronda versus Becky at WrestleMania.
Gina?
You guys are really, really gonna hate me for this, but I have a feeling. First of all, I have a feeling that there's gonna be at least one surprise women's entrant that nobody knows is coming, and I fucking hope to God that it's Jazzy Gabbert. I hope. Shit. Oh my God, I think she might still be under. I don't actually know. She's a free agent, from what I understand. She is managing over in. I can't remember what the fuck that.
I think it's over in Germany.
Yes, she is managing over there, but from what I understand, she is not under contract right now. I know that WWE they have had a lot of interest in her, so I'm hoping that they finally fucking pull the switch and bring her over. But you guys are gonna hate me because I actually think that they're gonna have one of the recent call-ups win this one, and I think it's gonna be Lacey Evans. I fucking hate Lacey Evans, by the way, so it took everything in me to say that.
Yeah, I'm sure. If they're gonna do that, Nikki Cross would be the better choice.
I want to say Nikki Cross, but I don't think that they're gonna pull that trigger on her because, I honestly think that Vince has her reserved for more like the insanity factor, like
right.
Kind of like a Mickie James to a Trish Stratus type of thing.
Or a Luna Vachon.
Back when Mickie was fucking psychotic and stalking Trish.
Or a Luna Vachon thing.
Exactly.
Which really, that's what the women's division has been lacking. That diversity in character.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bobby?
You guys are gonna fucking hate me. Alexa Bliss.
Bobby, if that happens, you're fired.
Okay.
I got this funny feeling they're gonna do it.
Time out for 2 seconds because I'm sorry, but Why Society actually says that Jazzy Gabbert signed to the NXT UK. She was in the crowd at the takeover.
She was.
I remember her seeing her in the crowd, but I didn't realize she signed to NXT UK. But you got to remember too, we could see some NXT UK talent come over as like Toni Storm as well.
Yes,
they're gonna have Rhea Ripley. They ain't gonna have Toni Storm. Be Rhea Ripley.
Female Pete Dunne would be really good.
Yeah.
Oh fuck that shit.
She looks just like fucking Pete Dunne. I'm sorry. Anyway.
She does. And what the fuck is with that entrance? Dear God.
she's like scary, but yet she's super pretty at the same time. So
Right.
like, I
Johnny?
don't know.
Actually, I'm going to change my men's prediction. I'm going to say R-Truth. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
And then followed up by Carmella. No,
Oh.
Oh Jesus.
that would actually be really funny if they did that. I would laugh my ass off.
And then
I
have her sit there and go, I want Rhonda. Like, oh, honey, no. She gonna break your skinny ass.
Realistically, if they do the DQ with Becky, I think Becky's going to win. If not, I gotta go with Charlotte.
Okay, so if you had to pick one definitively, Becky or Charlotte?
If it goes like I think it's going to go, I'm going to go with Becky.
Okay.
See, I had to go with someone other than Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, or Bailey because I have to stick to my gut. I think they're going to do that 4 horsewomen's match at Mania. But anyways, sorry.
No, that's all right. Trek?
I would love to see Nikki Cross win, but I gotta go with Charlotte.
Okay.
Why?
I got this feeling after watching SmackDown the other night. I think I just got this nagging feeling that she's gonna win.
Get it.
Whatever. I'm wrong, but whatever.
What about you?
Already said. I think Becky's winning.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's all the predictions for the Royal Rumble show there. Either way we look at it, some parts of this show are going to be a clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no getting around it, unfortunately, because with some of these matches, WWE has booked themselves into a fucking corner and given themselves no choice yet again. Woo! Somebody's finally getting all her gas bubbles up.
Nice. I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
I asked this on Twitter today, and I don't know if any of you have answered it or not because I really haven't looked. But if you guys could pick one surprise entrant from the men's one for the men, one for the women, who would it be? But there's 2 conditions. One, they have to be a free agent right now, able to either sign right away or they have to already be signed to a WWE brand. And 2, they have to be alive.
Kenny Omega for the men.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. For the women, Chelsea Green.
Okay.
See, for
Anybody
me, with the news that's been going around, I would have to stick with Jazzy Gabbert and Abyss.
Bullshit.
Check.
Nice talk. People, come on.
Kenny Omega for the men. And did you say could they be signed to an NXT deal for the women?
Yes.
Casey Catanzaro.
That's a good one.
She ain't
Okay.
ready.
Bobbit?
Kenny Omega for the man. Just that would be, oh my god, that I would lose my absolute shit if that happens.
I don't
For
know
the
if I would
women,
be excited or not with Kenny Omega, honestly.
I
There's
would.
so many. It would be exciting, but there'd also be a bit anxious because there's so many different directions they could go with him.
Well,
I would orgasm all over my TV.
See, I think I would be more pissed than anything because I really want to see him in AEW just because I know how watered down he would become in WWE.
But for the women, I gotta go with somebody that I like a lot, Io Shirai.
Nah, I never thought of her.
Yeah,
I think
she's-
that might call it Molly.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, Paige.
For for the women, I'll actually go with Bobbitt on this one, Io Shirai. And then for the men, actually, I'm going to do two for the men.
Okay.
Abyss, because I love the Abyss in TNA. Velveteen Dream.
He's not. No. I don't think I don't think he's coming up.
You know, we did forget one big name that is heavily rumored to have signed with WWE, and that is Kushida.
And yes, Basement, you are right. Big Dick Dudley did pass away.
Kushida?
Yeah,
He signed
Kushida.
for WWE?
He is heavily rumored to. Well, I know that he left New Japan. He did sign somewhere else. I believe he signed with WWE NXT, but he could still be in the Rumble.
Yeah, he did. He was saying at his press conference that he signed with WWE because it was time for him to take new chances and stuff.
Didn't they also get Sanjay?
Yes, they did.
Okay, let me tell you about Sanjay. I knew somebody was going to bring that up. Sanjay Dutt is a backstage guy now.
Yeah.
He's a producer.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of producers, anybody that hasn't heard, this is kind of off the topic from what we're talking about right now, but anybody who hasn't heard, WWE offered Dolph Ziggler a producer's position backstage in which he turned down, and there is heavy rumors right now that he is signing with AEW as soon as his contract ends on the 1st.
See, I would have thought he would have gone to his comedy career and just given up wrestling.
Well, there's two different things. Like, there's heavy rumors that he's signing with AEW, but I actually think that he's going to go to Hollywood because, like, apparently he's been seen in Hollywood a lot, and he was looking at houses over there.
Right.
So I have a strong feeling that he's just going to go more to Hollywood and start doing movies and comedies and stuff like that.
He's already done one movie with WWE, so he's got the experience under his belt.
Yeah, and if anybody's watched the new Being the Elite from these past couple of weeks, like Kenny Omega signing with AEW, it's pretty obvious.
If he showed, this is why I'm getting sick of AEW shit.
Shut your beautiful pie hole.
Okay, with that being said, I think that's pretty much all the news and all of our predictions done here. I will say this, Paige, unfortunately, we will never see Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestle ever again.
Although it'd be nice to see, it's never going to happen.
Yes. Yeah. His neck injury from way back in the day is way too out of control.
He's got spinal stenosis.
Yep. Oh, and for the love of God, would everybody please just stop with the who do you want to see Undertaker face at WrestleMania? Let the guy fucking retire.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, he's done more than he was ever required to do for WWE.
Ow!
Let him retire, please.
Oh, Gina, you brought up something great. Great. That reminded me of something.
Okay.
Not necessarily wrestling news, but we had a bit of controversy happen on the fucking shows this week.
Oh.
On our shows.
What are you talking about?
Nobody fucking remembers?
the whole fucking...
The racial conversation we had?
Oh my god.
The whole thing about Hulk Hogan?
Oh, dude, you sounded so deflated there. Sorry.
I know. It was just so deflated. Come on, that was such a big fucking deal.
Okay. Yeah.
Never mind, you killed it.
You gotta remember, we've been taking care of Wendy, and I've been up since 7:30 this morning without a daily nap. So
no,
right?
If I don't think Undertaker or Hulk Hogan's gonna show up at the Rumble. No.
I hope not. I really hope not. There's certain guys that they just need to let retire. You know, like Undertaker, let him go. The guy has done. He's given literally his entire career to the fans, and he's given his life to the fans. I mean, he has people mauling him at the fucking airport when he's with his family, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, as great as it would be to see them in the ring again under their old selves, they're never going to be back to their younger selves. I mean, Shawn Michaels said himself after that last match, he's done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
put a fork in him. If anybody watched that last match at Crown Jewel, that was the biggest pile of shit I've ever watched. Triple H ended up injured. I thought Shawn Michaels was going to die.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Shawn Michaels himself said at the very end of that match is, we are too old for this.
Yes.
And I said we talked about that on Thursday. Was that Thursday?
I think
Or
so.
was it Tuesday?
No, I think it was Tuesday because we were talking because it led to a really good it led to a really good conversation because we were talking about the difference between there's a clear difference between there's two types of old wrestlers. There's the ones that don't do it hardly anymore, like The Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. But the thing that I pointed out is like there's a pattern that all the guys that are in their 50s that are still wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
they have one thing in common. They never really stopped.
Right.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all something. Y'all know how usually for the Royal Rumble they have this big extravagant setup and shit.
Right.
This year, you know how like NBA players will come out of the tunnel?
Yeah.
They're literally doing that.
Ugh.
What are they doing?
Setting up for the XFL.
They're
Doing the tunnel entrance again.
Yep.
I thought I heard they were coming out of the dugout.
instead of coming down the ramp.
Well, now wait a minute, hold up. If they do that, realistically, I really don't want to hear anybody bitch because that's going to be the first unique set we've had in a long time.
Yep.
And we've been bitching about that forever.
Oh,
Yeah, but now
yes,
you're gonna
sir.
have a tunnel obstructing half the audience's view.
Right.
Who fuck cares? I'm not there.
Nice.
He's got a point.
As long as they don't have to fucking give them golf carts again just to make it down to the ring before the clock hits the next opponent, all good.
To be fair, Heather, that entrance ramp was a fucking football field.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I-
they're doing
I-
it at a baseball field.
You know what? I say bring back the fucking SmackDown fist and leave it at that. I mean, for Christ's sakes, we don't need these big extravagant stages.
I
Hell, the
agree.
technology has gotten so far now that they can do all that extravagant stuff with just putting in 3D graphics for us at home.
D-Moon, I see you out there. You shut your face.
Oh no, what did D-Moon say?
He said, I just took a huge dump, and for some odd reason, my crap smelled like AEW. Fuck you, D-Moon. Fuck you. I love you, though. Seriously, I miss you.
All right. Well, I think that's
Fuck
pretty much-
you.
I think that's pretty much everything. And if you're all set up there, Bobbit, we can move on to Rumble Bobs if you would like.
And Gina,
Yeah,
you can stick around, but I know you have to get over to the other show.
I do. Not until 9 o'clock, though, so we got some time.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, just say I gotta go. And then,
Sounds good.
Shh. We're trying to keep her. Shut the fuck up, JP.
I didn't
Fuck
say
that other show.
Oh, God, no.
No, because she's got to rescue another girl off of that show just yet.
I do. Poor
Oh,
Dory.
okay.
She's
I
super,
do
super
apologize.
sick.
Okay. Yay, other show.
All right, let's get this set up so that Rumble Bobs is on the big screen.
Canadian Basement, I would come on your show,
There we go.
motherfucker, if you would start the Sunday shoot again, asshole.
That sounded so fucking
I think
wrong.
It did.
Shut up, Johnny.
Boom.
I would come on your show if you just do the Sunday shoot again. I mean,
That really
what
does
kind of
sound
shots
fun.
are you taking?
Oh, God, I wish I was doing shots.
Oh
Alright. Can y'all see the TV?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Angle the camera down just like half an inch there, Bobbit. You'd be good. Whoop, a little too far.
Bobbit, we could see your. Oh no, that's not a fucking
Perfect,
rag.
right there.
That's
I was setting everything up while y'all was talking about predictions and stuff.
Okay.
And no, Aru, he will not be the drunk one. I will be the drunk one because somebody needs to take care of Wendy while we are streaming the show.
Oh, I'm getting drunk tomorrow night, Gina. Oh.
Oh, this should be interesting considering the topic. Oh
Well,
God.
I won't get too drunk before then. I promise.
Oh man. Well, I have a
I got
feeling.
a bottle of Cherry Doctor.
I have a feeling that you're gonna end up super riled up anyway because like everybody's coming with conspiracy theories except for you.
Oh, that's.
Oh, and I know how you feel about conspiracy theories, so it should be interesting. Tune into detailed.
I will say this right now: a 22 caliber bullet can bounce over the entire body if it hits the right bone. So
That's true.
Thank you. So yeah, everybody tune in to Derail tomorrow night. Sorry, Bobbit, go for it.
That's okay.
The winner of these matches will get a BCW championship match at WrestleBombs. All right, Jojo, you can shut up now. Or speak.
Speak? Woof.
There we go. I don't know why it does that.
Well, no fucking shit, basement. Jesus Christ.
Who's number one? Who's number one?
Probably me. What are you laughing at, Trek?
So I think it's me.
Yeah? Oh.
Excuse me.
That was glorious.
Glorious.
I think Bobby Roode's winning the Royal Rumble.
Ah.
Good
I'm kidding.
God.
You know who I actually really would love to see win the Rumble? I would love to see Chad Gable win it.
That would be a different change, that's for sure.
That would be actually. I
Chad.
actually like that idea.
Chad Gable is one of the most talented and underrated fucking superstars that they have on their roster.
Here we go. And it's Trek.
Oh,
Called it.
dear God, what in the hell is that outfit?
Why do I have Francesca?
Fuck.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm a little scared right now.
You should be. He's in the Flash suit and fucking he's.
Oh, I can see. I can see. I wish I wasn't seeing.
Why do you look like Daredevil? You look more like Daredevil, like Xavier Woods in a Daredevil costume.
No, that's not Xavier
Trek?
Woods in a Daredevil costume. That's Xavier Woods on crack in a Daredevil
There we
costume.
go.
See, Trek is playing it so horribly that we couldn't play it for you guys.
Okay, now that it's closer, I can see the Flash symbol, but when he first came out, I seriously thought that was Daredevil.
Exactly.
Do you need me to?
I do.
You just can't unsee some things.
Come here,
Paige,
baby girl.
Right?
you should really know me. Well, you don't know me by now, but if you tell me not to do something, I'm going to
She
do it
will.
more, so don't tell me that.
Exactly,
Don't
Paige.
come over here and give me a hug.
Hit me up when I'm in Louisiana, and then I'll be like, yeah, you're only a couple hour drive. That's better than 15 hours.
Well, you're buying her breakfast anyway, Johnny, aren't you?
Yeah, and
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
taking me
It's
to one of those
Angie Fresh.
Oh,
fresh.
Yep, we agreed. She gets one breakfast.
Hmm.
And I think you said you're going to bring her to an escape room.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? Can we go to breakfast at Tiffany's? I mean, seriously.
Whatever you
Tiffany
want,
sounds
hon.
nice.
It's fine.
Hey, he just said whatever I want. That means he's taking me to Tiffany's so I can get a diamond. That's nice. I like it. You fell for it.
There are gonna be some stipulations if I'm on a diamond.
Diamond bracelet it is. All right, you agreed. You guys all heard it.
Trek, I'm gonna laugh if you get
Oh my
eliminated
God.
in 5 seconds.
Oh God, I'm kidding. I kid.
You're going to start rumors, Gina, again.
Oh please. You want to go by rumors? I'm apparently dating like 6 out of the 9 people that I talked to on here. So
Right. And by the way, Bob, it is NG Fresh fucking Trek's shadow.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I thought it was Black Panther.
Hey, who's coming out next? Who's coming out next?
Me?
I don't know.
Probably me.
What's up, TSS in the chat?
Captain America.
Okay.
What is this? The fucking superhero Royal Rumble or what?
What the
wait,
hell?
who is Captain America?
I think it's just Captain America.
Okay.
NG's eliminated.
Oh, jeez.
Big Chungus.
And Sir Cardinal's coming out now.
Who's coming out?
Oh, Sir Cardinal looks like Santa Claus.
What are you doing,
Santa
child?
Cardinal, I like it. Happy birthday to Sir Cardinal. I know he's at work, but
Yes.
happy birthday anyway.
Captain America's been eliminated.
Well, who is this? Oh, it's Cardinal?
Yep.
He in a fucking bird costume.
And here's D. Wells.
Oh my god. Cardinal in a fucking bird costume.
Send off.
She might need a diaper change. Oh my god. Those are the shortest shorts I've seen on a guy in a long time.
D. Wells, do you wear those kind of shorts all the time?
And here comes Joe Cronin.
Oh boy.
Why would you put that guy in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
He's got the John Cena shorts, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Joe Cronin.
Thank God he doesn't appear to have John Cena hair.
Yeah.
You mean JBL.2?
Yeah.
Here comes Swiggity McSwoog.
Oh god.
Spaghetti mixes food.
I made him even more ridiculous.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Have any of you guys watched the WoW production?
The what?
The WoW. It's called WoW.
No.
It's like Women of Wrestling.
No, I
No.
haven't. Who is that, Bobbit?
That is Dan Rex.
Oh boy.
I can't say that I have, Gina. I've heard about it because I was watching. What were we watching? And I seen that New Japan was on there, and it's on Access, and I don't get Access.
Okay. Well, I was just asking because Dory said that she was watching it last night, and she said it's really, really, really good. And like her opinion, I value her opinion like I value Heather's opinion. If she says something is good, then you know it's fucking good.
Right.
And there's the Buttfuck King, and D. Wells has been eliminated.
Did you just say
The Buttfuck King.
Buttfuck
Yes.
King. Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, JP, I know that you would like to watch the G1 and stuff. ROH just put up the new Road to the G1, and it's pretty good. So
For the G1 Supercard.
Dude,
Yeah,
Trickster's
they're
been
starting.
eliminated.
yeah, they're starting it. ROH just put it up on that website that you watch.
Okay.
Man, here is Kota Ibushi. We have signed him in BCW.
Okay.
Nice.
And I see he wore his gold trunks for the occasion.
Yep, yep.
So he's
it just-
not going to AEW.
Is it just me, or is Kota Ibushi like a super pretty man?
He's a very pretty boy, yes.
Like, he's very, very pretty. But we call him a pretty boy, but I think he's like 32 years old.
No, he's older than that.
Yeah, he's like 30. He's right around my age. I know
He's
that.
the same age as Kenny Omega.
36 then?
Ish.
Yeah.
Damn, he's 36. That boy looks like he's 21. What the hell am I doing wrong here?
You're telling me
Born
fucking
with the
Hillary
wrong
Duff,
freaking-
same age as you, and she fucking looks like she's 23 still.
Well, she has freaking Botox. You know, I wish I was born Japanese. I was born with the wrong skin pigmentation.
I thought she said the wrong dick.
I don't have one of those, but
Yes, you do. You just hide it in your sock drawer.
that's true, Bob.
Bless
Boyfriend.
you.
Bob.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bless you. Bless you.
Yeah, I'm head cold.
Mm.
And here
Gina,
comes
yes.
the Himmel God.
Oh boy.
Gina, TSS said he saw some of WoW was good.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I've never watched it before, but I just had to ask if anybody's seen it because
No, I haven't, but I've seen previews for it and such. But
Cyril
I-
Cardinal has been eliminated.
oh, poor Cardinal on his birthday too.
Uh-huh.
And
I,
Dan Rex has been eliminated.
Thank God.
Dan Rex got eliminated.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck you, Dan Rex. Fucker.
And Sarah said he is 36, will be 37 in May.
Wow.
So I was right. He was 36. Why do you gotta say? Well, he'll be 37 in May. God damn, Sarah.
Here comes Foul Mouth Ken.
You mean
Yeah.
skinny.
And his shirt actually says cunt.
Like it.
His shirt actually says cunt. Well, that'd be filthy.
I made something special for Filthy.
David Wells said he watched it too. It was really good.
Who is glowing?
That is Himmel God.
That's the
Hold
Himmel
on.
God.
Oh God. Jesus.
You should wait until a singles match with him and see his entire entrance. He literally floats to the ring.
Oh my God.
It's actually quite funny.
It is.
It is.
Hi.
Well, the Buttfuck King has been eliminated by Swiggity McSwoog.
Thank God for that. I feel as if I'm watching like what is that new movie with that chick that came out with the puppets?
The Happy Time Murders.
Yes, I feel like I'm watching that.
Bob,
But-
didn't you watch that movie?
I hated that movie. It was so stupid.
See, they need to make a movie out of the Broadway play Avenue Q. It's essentially the same idea, but it's adults living in the ghetto. Gary Coleman's one of the puppets.
Oh God.
The internet is for porn.
Exactly. I love that song.
I really like. I would love to see them do like a new Rocky Horror Picture Show, but yet I don't. You know what I mean? Because like,
They
yeah.
tried to on Fox with the live movies they were
yeah,
doing. and
but
they,
that was
they
like a live
destroyed it.
musical. It was like a
It
live
wasn't even
musical, and I'm
live.
like, okay, like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Of course, it's a musical, but I want to see it remade, but yet I don't because I have a it's going to be extremely hard to find someone to fit his shoes.
Not really, because they used the wrong. They had the right person in the movie, but they had him in the wrong role. Adam Lambert.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would have been perfect.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Laverne Cox is fucking gorgeous and, of course, transgender, so perfect in a sense. However, Dr. Frankenfurter never had tits.
Yes.
So,
There's Johnny, and we also have Drew.
oh god.
Oh, good God.
Heather, you know who played him on in England, right?
The original one was Tim Curry, yes.
No, in the British version.
No.
Giles from Buffy.
Okay.
You know who else would make a perfect main character in that movie would be like Eddie Izzard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Eddie
my
Izzard?
God.
Yep.
That guy's
The
fucking
Himmel God
hilarious.
eliminated Joe Cronin, and here comes kayfabe.
Oh boy.
What? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't think she's going to sleep at 8:30 tonight.
Oh.
Johnny, what are
Oh,
you doing?
Man. I miss
What?
the baby noises.
She's actually got a smile on her face right now. She's looking at me like, dude.
Well, I could tell she was content because you could tell it just from the cooing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
She wanted you to sing Metallica again, JP.
No.
Here comes the next signing, Okada.
Nice.
Kazuchika Okada, I love him. Bella is obsessed with Okada. It's not even funny. Like anytime that she walks into my room and I'm watching New Japan, if she sees Okada is on the TV, she starts jumping up and down, chanting Okada over and over and over again, like a little cheerleader.
Well, that just tells you that you just keep teaching her the right things, Gina.
Right?
He's the best. To me, he is the best wrestler in the world.
I agree. Yeah, she I don't even know why she likes Okada so much. It's just she was watching New Japan with me, and if I remember correctly, it was Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi versus Okada. No, it wasn't Okada. I'm sorry, that I'm thinking of the wrong match. It was Tanahashi and Okada versus Kenny Omega and Ibushi, I think. But
Okay.
anyways, she like freaked out and was like instantly just Okada. So I was like, all right,
There we go.
girl.
Drew's been eliminated, and there is me.
And there is me.
Okay, hold up. Who is the dude in the Dr. Seuss hat?
That's
That
true.
is Johnny.
Oh no, you put Johnny in the Dr. Seuss hat.
It's
I would have put Drew in
Johnny.
the Dr. Seuss hat.
Let me tell you something.
I'm having a hard time seeing anything in the ring because like Brian is glowing.
I know. And he's like
Green
super
eggs and
glowing.
ham I am.
Should be in her seat.
No, it's not.
Brian reminds me of like Shawn Michaels. What WrestleMania was that where it was Shawn Michaels and God versus Vince McMahon and somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Backlash.
Oh, he did that.
Was that
with
Backlash? I thought it was WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Dan Rex wants to know if he's been eliminated, entered, or still in the match.
You're
You were
out, Dan
eliminated,
Rex.
Dan Rex.
If it was mine, you wouldn't even be in it.
Oh, so mean.
I know.
Paige, if JP sang Metallica, this stream would get shut down.
What did she want me to say?
She
Just
wants
sing
you to sing
Metallica.
Metallica.
I was singing Metallica earlier.
Aru wants to know what he looks like.
I haven't made a roux yet.
Oh, shame.
You have not made the god of hair. What's wrong with you?
And here comes Captain Mountain Dew, and Ibushi has been eliminated.
So I realized the other day, like when Brian was making my character for his thing,
Uh-huh.
I realized that I really need to like find a different gimmick because in basements and in Brian's now I have the demon gimmick. So I'm like, I really need to find someone other than Finn Balor.
Just slightly, yeah.
To be fair, Gina, I have you in BCW as like a hot
Oh, hold up,
secretary.
stop it.
So
What?
Not frustrated. Will
No.
you stop?
She's already had 4.
Okay.
Give her the gas drops. That might help.
Just become my fan, Gina. Everybody does. No.
but yeah, Gina, I have you as a hot secretary.
Oh, that'll work. I'm thinking like the next one that I want to be a part of. I'm gonna be a high flyer,
Okay.
Oh my god.
just
Darren, you're
because
not
I know
in
that JP hates them. Paige, everyone should be a Metallica girl. It's
Damn it,
weird.
Johnny!
What?
You eliminated me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, somebody's been busted open. I saw the red
Who
flash.
looks like a plant?
That's Captain Mountain Dew.
And
No.
here comes Tomato Head.
Did you just say tomato head?
He did, and it literally is Tomato Head.
TSS, I agree. It does look like Rosemary without the face paint. It's a little frightening.
Why am I having flashbacks to Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Okay.
Tomato Head eliminated Okada. Holy shit.
Well, damn. And now he's just standing there jerking off.
And here comes
Out of the ring.
Captain Soviet.
So be it.
I'll be right back. I need to get to a drink.
Oh, there was a glitch. He got stuck in the rope.
Basement, I could see you transitioning into a woman in the next one. I could see it.
And Johnny's been eliminated by Captain Mountain Dew. And OK Faye's been eliminated.
Everybody was like losing their shit about Ronda Rousey leaving, and I'm like, I could care less.
I know. It's
Is that really bad of me? I could honestly
Yeah.
fucking care less.
Here comes Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
There are a
Those
lot of
for fuck's
captains.
sakes. He's got the
We
overcoat
think
and
Bobbit
everything.
has a captain fetish.
Captain
does.
Fanta, Captain Mountain Dew,
Captain
Crunch,
Coke.
Captain Coke. Oh, that sounds good.
Yes.
Captain Crunch sounds good right now. I'm not even lying. Like some peanut butter Captain Crunch sounds amazing.
Oh, you're speaking my
Oh.
language. Wherever we go eat for breakfast, they gotta serve Captain Crunch.
peanut butter Captain Crunch. Yes.
Yeah, they gotta serve it.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch and some French toast. Yeah.
Question is with or without powdered sugar?
Without. Not a fan of powder.
Okay, I'm back.
The Himmelgau's been eliminated.
Like right in time.
Can you stop?
And here comes Canadian Basement.
Oh.
Oops, I didn't mean to stretch.
Oh, he's not a giant bear.
I couldn't do it.
Why is he in a leotard?
Okay.
He also has a dildo on his head.
What the fuck?
Are you? That's mean, Bobby. Considering his penis don't work no more.
That's why he uses the dildo.
It works a little bit. Okay,
no.
just talk to him. Apparently. I don't know. I'm
And-
just going to specify that right now. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. How's that?
Mountain Dew has been eliminated. Here comes Captain 7-Up.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking throw punch these fucking captains.
And I see, he's all right. He should be Captain Cherry 7-Up.
There you go. Who's in the blue?
Captain Crunch, pay the fuck attention.
I just got back from getting a drink.
Good excuse.
No, don't
motherfucker.
lie. You had to go stick your finger in the pizza.
I'm not going to lie. Right now, I kind of want pizza. I don't know why the idea of Shrek fingering pizza made me hungry, but that's really fucked up. But
Here
Wow.
comes
oh,
Kenny
that's a whole
Omega.
fucking-
And
Oh.
Tomato Head's been eliminated.
Who's coming in? Kenny Omega?
Wait, is-
Somebody made him in the Terminator gimmick.
Is Basement like the big red dude?
No, he is the one wearing the all black leotard.
Oh, okay, I see him now.
The
I was looking for a
all-black-
giant dildo on his head, but I can barely see it.
I know.
The all black leotard.
And Kenny Omega's been eliminated.
Okay, then.
Basement says apparently it's temperamental. He needs the penis whisperer.
Here it comes. Monster Energy.
I love
I-
how a lot of Bobbitt's characters are fucking like big products. I've done figured it out. I have done figured out. Bobbitt's not making these guys just because just because this motherfucker looking for a sponsorship.
That's what I was just gonna
Yeah.
say. Ad revenue.
Careful, she did spit up again.
And here comes Filthy.
Oh boy.
Is there a reason why Kenny Omega's just kind of standing outside the ring?
It's a
He
glitch.
got eliminated.
Oh.
What did you do for Filthy?
I'll put "You are all cunts" on it on his shirt.
Basement says he just came back from his audition for Black Swan.
Speaking of which, it
And
looks like
here
he's been eliminated.
comes Blocky.
Oh god.
Who?
Blocky. And he oh,
I can't
Like-
even see it because I am.
he's a giant block.
Oh God.
Oh man. Basement's like slapping his ass in front of me right now. What is happening?
I'm gonna wash
Okay.
Oh, bitch, hang on.
Oh, Soviet's been eliminated.
Basement.
Here comes Captain Coke.
Oh my
Oh, here
god.
we go. You're gonna need another bib there, girl.
Captain Crunch has been eliminated.
Oh, JP's number fucking 30.
Basement, you should have taken the dildo on your head and just fucked him in the ass. You would have won.
There you go.
What the fuck?
You're welcome, JP.
What'd she say?
You're welcome, JP.
You said Basement says, well, now it's time to go back and stare at JP's ass.
God damn it!
And here comes JP with the greatest love insurance.
Oh.
Oh god.
You didn't change him up that much.
Because of your love. Uh-oh. No, baby girl.
Oh man.
Yeah, Basement, it's Blocky.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Captain Cardboard Box. He said.
And here comes the last one. Who is it? He's finally back, folks. Captain Fanta is back in
God
BCW.
Damn it!
I knew it was coming.
Oh god.
Fucking Captain Fanta.
The future of BCW is here. And there goes
Oh, boy.
Monster Energy.
Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ.
man.
It's a sad day.
It is.
It's a sad, sad day.
Basement, that's great. Captain
JP,
Colbo.
JP's in the ring with the montage of crap wrestling gimmicks. I don't feel so bad about not being in there anymore.
Oh my god.
That's not right. His favorite move is the butt slap.
Hey.
Get that trend. And that trend.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
There we go.
Get that turned into basement.
I think it's gonna be a long night with you, one. I think. Yeah.
Have a good night, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
So are you gonna do it Sunday then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna wait to finish your stuff on until Sunday. So I'll try tomorrow.
And Filthy has been eliminated.
Oh boy. It looks like we're down to the final 5 here, folks.
Who are the final 5?
You, Captain Fanta, Captain 7-Up,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Blocky.
Blocky, and who else is there,
Coke.
Bobbit?
Yep.
Who's the one in red?
That is Coke.
Okay.
And
Who's
Blocky and Coke
eliminated?
has been eliminated.
JP took out Blocky.
What
I was
the
gonna
fuck
say.
are me and Captain Fanta doing? Fucking making out? The fuck?
Come on, Wendy.
They fought together for so long they fell in love.
The fuck you say?
I will laugh if Captain 7-Up ends up taking out Captain Fanta.
Arushan Shu, I think he's gonna find you and give you a cookie sheet to the back of the head for that one.
Fanta and JP got together, had a couple of babies, and called them little Bantas. The Mexican version of Fanta.
Oh God.
Fanta, Fanta. Good God.
Oh, JP's been eliminated.
Damn fucking. By who?
7-Up.
7-Up.
And that was a close-up of Captain Fanta's ass for you folks.
He's pulling an
The
EC3.
best ass in the business. 7-Up just won the Rumble.
Bye-bye, Captain Fanta.
Fanta and Baker, the greatest love we've ever known.
Can I just say that, like, EC3 has an amazing ass, but I'm sick and tired of looking at it.
I know.
I'm almost kind of happy I'm not watching the product after
You know-
hearing that.
You know what, though? Like, it's not even his ass that bothers me so much. It's that little wiggle that he does. Like, he does that little wiggle.
I don't think that's a wiggle. I think that's just his ass jiggling as he pulls his pants down.
But I mean, you know, like, he comes in and he starts undressing, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm game for this, you know? And then all of a sudden he does, like, that little wiggle, and
Yeah.
it just reminds me of a very feminine way to take your pants off. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not turned on anymore. Bye.
No, I legit think it's a jiggle because he's that bootylicious. Because if you notice when he does his ring entrance and he's not wearing that vest, he's just in his trunks. Every time he gets over to the 3 and he does that over exaggerated wave of his arms, his ass jiggles.
Yeah, I always notice that he does that little jiggle, but I'm just like, that's super feminine. for me. I know that, like, it's like I've never known a dude to, like, jiggle their, like, shake their ass to try to get their pants off.
Right.
Arushan Shu says Fanta is getting old, and JP looks like a dinosaur.
we're getting set up here for the ladies' Royal Rumble here, folks.
Yep.
Well, have fun with that
Mini
basement.
custom. If there's not that many customs, I'll put y'all in like at the last.
Okay.
Where's Heather? There she is. There's Gina. And do I got any more customs? I don't think I do. No. Cool beans. Alrighty. Alright, here's the women's.
Okay.
Huh.
Should be interesting with what we got going on here, folks. And Wendy's looking at me all pissed off. Well, I'm sorry, little girl.
Like, why am I
Oh,
not in this
now
Rumble
it
mode?
plays normal.
Of course.
See, Dan Rex says EC3 is just pleasing to the woman fans. I actually disagree. Like, he has this really hot body. Yeah, but like his face for me just it's not attractive because to me he looks like like I said earlier, a very tan John Cena.
It's what we used to
He
call in
lo-
the
he-
90s a butterface.
Yes.
No, he looks like a fucking Muppet.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking
And the
Muppet.
body is nice and attractive, but the face is not, so it's a butterface.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like, if I can maybe, I mean, I don't want to say put a bag over his head or anything, you know, because it's not like woof woof, you know, but
Right.
I mean, if I'm just saying, like, if we could take like Finn Balor's face and put it on EC3's body, I'd be
Yeah.
happy.
Number one's Alicia Fox, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully whoever comes in behind her just eliminates her and just stands there and waits.
Okay. I really wish that WWE would just honestly just fire her already, because what they do with her
Yeah.
infuriates me. It's horrible is the only word to describe it.
But David Wells is saying, since JP got screwed by Captain 7-Up, I see JP versus Captain 7-Up at Mania, Bobs.
How about you shut the fuck up?
Here comes Shayna Baszler, number 2.
Okay.
Oh my God, basement, that describes him perfectly. Jersey Shore anus sore.
There we
That
go.
perfect.
EC3.
What?
Jersey Shore. What was it again?
Jersey Shore anus sore.
There we go.
I don't like EC3, goddammit.
I love EC3, but like his face just reminds me of somebody that has herpes. I mean, that's super, super mean. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I will say this.
for my very abrupt behavior.
Yeah, you can't tell that I've been watching you.
JP
Rob.
is going to be in the chamber for the title.
Okay.
Of course, JP
Oh.
gets every fucking thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Along, hang on. Here's the kicker. Captain Fanta is in it too.
So that's where he gets handed everything there, Johnny.
Oh, that's how it works.
And you know what? All right, Johnny, you're in the chamber as well.
Like,
Aru
I just
wants
wanna...
to know. Go ahead, Gina.
No, you go for it.
Aru said he wants to know who's sexier, Bob, Gina or Heather, and how did you make them?
First of all, we don't compare things like that.
Uh-uh.
We both sexy, okay?
I mean, come on. Why do you think they keep me around? I'm just kidding. No.
Yes, Johnny is the utmost looks of this crew here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss. All three
Basement.
of these fuckers can eliminate themselves.
Fucking basement. His face reminds me of herpes. Definitely not a compliment, Gina.
Oh god.
It EC3 he seriously reminds me of one of those dudes on the Jersey Shore that has herpes. I don't know how else to describe it.
Right. Who? No hell? Who is this
And
now, Bobbit?
there's Carmella.
Oh,
We
God.
got all the shit ones out of the way now, Heather.
Yeah.
Dance break.
Fucking shove a dance break up her ass.
Oh,
I
come
actually
on.
really like what they do with her in R-Truth.
I like what they're doing with our truth, but
I mean, I just think that because creative really doesn't have anything else for them to do right now.
Right.
I think that it's just something to kind of keep the attention on them a little bit.
right. No, I get it.
And we got Brie Bella.
I thought you got all the shit ones out of the way, Bobbit.
Yeah, can they all just eliminate themselves? I mean, Shayna Baszler's just standing there doing nothing.
Which is basically what she does in any other wrestling match.
Exactly.
Here's Natalia.
Eh.
I mean, I actually like Natty, but I don't
She's
like
another
what
one
they
that's
do.
been so underutilized that she's irrelevant.
I agree. She's basically always been used as an enhancement talent, even when she was younger.
Exactly. I mean, she was Beth Phoenix's sidekick.
Just think, guys. This could be the Women's Rumble Sunday, the beginning of it.
I hope not. Well, actually, with
And-
Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox being within the first 5, sure. Because then they're pretty much
There's-
guaranteed not to be anywhere near the title.
Right?
Bianca Belair and a long ass hair.
Yeah, it's another one that can go fuck off.
You
I
know
don't
that.
think she's winning.
Okay, here's the thing, though. I don't understand how that's not illegal because that's actually not her actual hair.
Right.
It's an attachment. So, because she has short hair, so like, how is that not considered a weapon when it's not her real hair?
And she uses it as a fucking whip. So.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Aru, he's gonna find where you live, buddy.
I love how he just said that so matter of factly and so so polite.
And there's Mickey.
Well, they changed her outfit at least.
I quit as a fucking parent.
You do fine with her. It's just you give up too easily when it comes to the bottle.
Why am I being added into a group with them? Ugh.
Huh?
Unsavory, folks.
Oh, there's a bunch of those.
Hmm.
Quit talking about me like that. No.
I would never compare you to these two.
Bless you. Bless you, baby.
Bless you.
Yeah, she's created this guy. I created before a long time ago.
Sneezing like her dad.
Yep, that she does. But you need to be sleeping while you're not being held, Little Miss, because my hand is falling asleep.
Dan Rex, I don't think she's winning the title tomorrow night, buddy. That title's not going anywhere till WrestleMania weekend. I think it's going with Io Shirai.
Well, yeah, but Io and Kairi Sane, I think that those two are getting called up because they are now a tag team, which means that Well, not necessarily though, because Triple H did make the comment that he wants like all of them to kind of float back and forth.
Right.
So, but Io Shirai and Kairi Sane are a tag team now, so I don't see either one of them going for the main women's championship anytime soon.
Well, they're gonna have to do something because Dakota Kai's on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and plus they kind of hinted at that with the 2 out of 3 falls match with Baszler versus Kyrie when Io Shirai came out and helped her. So they kind of hinted that they would be happy that Sane would be happy if she went for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I think that they're gonna get called up and they're going to join they could be one of those surprise teams in the fucking Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely, because actually now that I think about it, they would really be the only team from NXT that I could see as tag team
Right.
material. So like they could be the one team from down there that participates in that.
No, Rue, I'm not winning the women's title. Thanks for asking, though.
Well, because of like what Triple H said with like the superstars all roaming between NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, I honestly think that we're only going to see one set of women's championship, like one set, and then they're going to roam from show to show.
That's what they're planning.
Yeah. Dakota Kai's super hot in like a childlike way. So I feel like a sexual predator whenever I say that she's hot.
She has the same kind of stuff that makes Bailey seem pretty.
Okay, the only thing that makes Bailey seem pretty is Bailey's ass. Like she's got ass for days, but
Yeah.
I've seen her dressed up formal, and she's actually not bad looking.
no, but Bailey booty got it. Yeah, I want her ass. Goddamn.
Give me a platter to put on it.
Exactly.
I want to use it as a pillow.
Right?
Well, there's 3 women left in the ring.
3? Goddamn, I still got 5 in the ring.
Are you watching the stream and not Skype?
Yeah.
And here comes Trish Stratus.
The hell? Oh, okay. They kept her in the same outfit.
She has like granny face.
He's talking about. Yeah, God, he's talking about Bailey.
Stop it. There you go.
Oh, basement.
What?
Jesus.
What did he?
Well, all right, guys. Unfortunately, I am being summoned to another show, so I'm gonna have to hop off.
All right, you have fun. Tell Dory I said hello.
All right, will do. I will talk to you guys possibly
See you later,
after
Gina.
this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You bet. See you later.
Gina.
Goodbye.
I see you, Gina.
Bye. How the hell do I shut this down?
All right, so we got Peyton Royce and now Ember Moon.
Get your ass over here and come make Milano babies.
I half expected to see Johnny walk around the ringside, and no, that's not a glitch.
Huh?
They don't do that in the Rumble.
When Ember showed up, I thought,
You faded out there, Trek.
when Ember showed up, I was saying that it wouldn't have surprised me if Johnny showed up walking around the ring.
Okay then.
And here's Bailey. Trish got eliminated by Peyton Royce.
Yeah. That's believable.
JP Page is volunteering to jump on and take Gina's place.
It's up to Heather.
Well, I would kind of have to stop the show because
just tell her to wait. Just wait until this match is over, Paige.
pretty much the show's gonna be over, I think, at that point.
Here's Ruby Riot.
I finally got her request.
Sonya Deville.
Again, I would have to.
I know. You know, fucking people, man. I swear to God. I know shit. I was being a smart ass.
Huh?
Conversation.
Have a good night, Russian Shoe.
Naomi.
Girl. Oh, they gave her the pink outfit instead of the bright yellow one.
Bailey's been eliminated by Peyton Royce.
Oh, is that Paige there? No, it's Ruby Riot. Okay.
And here's Sarah Logan.
Oh, excuse me. Hey, she does that right in the game. She can't do it right in real life.
Sonya's been eliminated.
I can't believe Brie is still in it.
I know. And there goes Brie.
About time.
And there goes Ruby.
And
ooh, Lita.
okay. It kept her in the same outfit.
Lacey Evans, 18.
Interesting.
And Ember Moon's been eliminated.
That sucks.
By Peyton Royce.
Damn.
The hell did they do? Jack up Peyton Royce's score?
Apparently.
There ain't no way in
We're
hell.
knocking 1,000!
Charlotte Flair.
You know, in real life, she ain't going to be able to eliminate all those people. Lacey Evans glitched there for a second.
Ooh, Paige.
Nice. Would have been better if they gave her the short hair. Made it more up to date, you know?
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, yes, Bobby is using 2K19 for this.
How close is he?
He is at number 21 coming in now.
Alundra Blaze.
A legend. Okay.
I forget there's only one more match after this one.
Well, before you go on to that match, we do have somebody that would like to be added to the call, so...
Alrighty.
So just hold on.
Lacey Evans has been eliminated. Ooh, Jacqueline.
Okay, and the legend. There's a total of 4 legends now.
Man, it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I came home, and you guys know I usually stay up pretty late,
Right.
even during the work week. I went to bed like at 10 o'clock, and I just went.
Same
Yeah.
as us. We did the same thing last night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up crashing early tonight too.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same. You know, I'm actually playing WoW again.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My uncle came back.
See if my other computer was still working.
Naomi's been eliminated.
Yep.
Liv Morgan, 23. Oh, there goes Lita.
Is it just me, though, or does Liv Morgan actually have some potential?
She does.
She does.
Her and Ruby have both progressed amazingly.
Who?
Ruby.
Oh, yeah, I love Ruby. Ruby's... Wasn't she in another, wasn't she... I may be getting her confused for somebody else, but wasn't she in TNA for a little bit?
Who?
Ruby Riott.
Ruby?
No.
I'm
She
probably
looks
getting
very
her...
similar to somebody that's over there right now, I believe. Can't remember the name though.
All the legends are now gone.
That's the way it should be. It should be all new talent.
Thank you, Wise Society. That's right. Heidi Lovelace.
No, she was not, Johnny.
Okay.
She was in. She was on the independent circuit.
Charlotte's been eliminated, and so has Paige.
down to Peyton Royce and Liv Morgan.
And here comes Sasha Banks.
Ugh.
Then she went to Ohio Valley Wrestling. Then Shine. Chikara. And then World Wonder Ring Stardom, which is where Asuka came from, and then WWE.
Oh, excuse me.
Johnny
Here comes
Ace. is
Ronnie.
Who?
Ronnie.
Ah.
Johnny Ace said he thinks you might be thinking of Zelina Vega.
She was in Impact.
Yep.
As
Babe.
Ivelisse.
Okay. Okay. Yep. You're right. Wise Society's right. That's who.
You went on full Nikki Bella with Ronnie there.
Yep. And here comes Sarah. Damn, Peyton's been eliminated.
About fucking time, Jesus Christ.
Paige.
Peyton. Paige was eliminated a while ago.
Paige. Superstar Paige.
Mhm.
Here comes the whale.
Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. You didn't make her big enough.
It's as far as it was as far as I could go.
That sucks. Oh, poor baby.
Maurice.
Interesting. She's brave.
Telling her what to do when she comes on.
Okay.
I told her to mute YouTube. And then
And here comes Gina.
Those are some bright pink pants, my lord.
I may be biased, but I think Sarah has the best outfit.
oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, we all knew
for
that one was
fuck's
coming.
sakes.
You kiss ass.
Give me a fucking break.
There goes Sasha. And here's Heather.
What number is she?
30.
30.
Oh, okay. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh, somebody jealous.
Not in the least.
Yeah. Why is your tone of voice the way it is? Oh, wait a minute. That's always your tone of voice. Never mind.
It looks like Maurice and I are trying to finger the fuck out of Liv Morgan.
I can't say I would blame you. I would do the same.
I see it. see the baby girl. Well, damn. Tell you one thing, the end of this is going a bit longer than the men's did.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
With this number of people in it?
Women's Revolution.
Oh no, there goes Heather.
Who's in it now?
Got Gina, Ronnie, Maurice, the Whale, Sarah, and Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan's winning.
Nope, bye-bye,
And there
Sarah.
goes Sarah. There goes Liv.
Oh, come on, baby girl.
I'm going to laugh if the Whale comes out with the win.
I don't know. She's going face off with Gina right now, so. Oh, there was one hell of a power bomb, though. Oh! Back. Belly to back suplex from Ronnie.
Well, the Whale went flying.
About time. She was in there too long. If this comes down to Ronnie and Gina, I will laugh. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Gina. Now it's just down to Maurice and Ronnie. Uh-oh, Ronnie's in trouble. And Maurice wins it. Oh boy. Okay.
Alright.
Give me 1 second here, folks. So I can get this caller in. There we go.
Good.
Almost. Just gotta find her.
Friend request.
I know. But I have to find her on this list here. Why did it jump like that?
What?
There it is.
Ooh.
Gina, you stayed for a long time in the match.
She's not on the call anymore, dude.
She's in the chat with me.
Oh. Hey, Gina, you made it to the final four. Did you give her a beard?
No.
The way the shadow is, it kind of looks like it. So it's gonna be me against the whale, huh?
Yeah.
Alright,
You can
Paige?
finally take. Do what?
Sorry. Paige, try and jump in the call. You were added to it. There we go.
Sorry, I had to grab something.
Whoa. Turn your microphone down just a hair.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You're good.
I just took my microphone earphone out.
Ah, okay.
Run!
Everybody say hello to Paige.
This is my niece, Paige.
Run!
Hello.
This is her first time on Skype. So what match are we doing now, Bobby?
Me versus the whale. Who's the guest referee there, Bobby?
I just chose a world class ref.
Oh, okay.
Who's the guest referee?
It's
Are you sure it's not fucking Valina?
oh damn.
That was fucking funny right there. I don't care who you
Was that
JC.
Jace?
That's Jason.
Yep.
Hi, Jace.
We're gonna be up there to see you girls tomorrow.
Yep. We're gonna leave Wendy at home though.
What was that?
At least she knows how to speak Spanish.
Yo quiero Taco Bell, motherfucker.
¿Dónde está tu quieres?
I'm on a show. Go.
And Tuesday pinches de pantalones.
Lita.
You gave me Lita's entrance. Okay.
Why are you touching me? I'm talking to Chuck, Heather, and Johnny. And JP.
Can we take off our shirts? Can they see us?
Man.
Oh, baby girl.
I think Wendy's trying to say she's here too.
Hey, Paige, are you on your phone? Is she on her phone?
No idea. No, she's on the Chromebook because it's her school account.
Hey, where's the camera? Nanya, chicken, nanya.
The fuck did she just say to me?
Okay.
Hey,
Wait.
where's the camera?
Okay, no.
Nanya, chicken, nanya, chicken, nanya.
Shut up. So it's we were watching Try Not to Laugh, the WWE version. It's where Sheamus breaks the camera and then he sings this like Irish kind of song.
Wait, this. Hey, where's
Take her?
What do you want to eat?
I'm cooking food, god damn it.
Sounds like it's done.
No, it's not. So I can stir the damn shit.
Jesus Christ.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh boy.
What?
This match is a steel cage match.
He said it was going to be.
No, it's a Hell in a Cell.
Who the
That was Paige.
Paige. Hey, Paige.
I'm right here. What?
next time you do that, you take off your stuff, mute your mic, and then turn it on when you're set.
I can't mute my mic.
Yeah, you can.
On Skype, you
Oh,
can.
on Skype. Yeah, that's what I did. I muted it.
No, you didn't, because I heard you go jerking off with sandpaper like Trek does all the time.
What are you eating, Paige?
We went to Route 1 when Grandma came to pick us up.
She's getting her pajama pants.
And I got some cherry cheesecake popcorn. It's actually good.
That's the crinkling noise we're hearing.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm just hungry.
I know.
It's food. We understand.
Exactly.
You sure, Johnny?
Yes. I'm dead positive.
Oh, they're out of feeling that. Where's my blue shorts? How about you wear these? Because it's cold. It's gonna be cold, Jay.
It looks like the whale is kicking my ass right now.
Yeah, I tried to make her lower, but it wouldn't let me.
Right. Well, I think the base is 84, so you have to build me up.
Yeah. Well, this is the only time that she's ever going to be in BCW. She's fired after this, but I just
Okay.
wanted to do this just an extra match, really.
Right.
So, Paige, who do you think's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
Dream winner, Nikki Cross.
Okay.
But who I really want to win is Ember Moon. I've always wanted to see her win a Royal Rumble.
Okay. What about the men?
Dang it, who did I pick?
Seth Rollins?
No.
Drew McIntyre?
I was gonna say
No.
she probably picked.
No.
No, Mustafa Ali.
Oh, that's what you meant by
That's
what
a,
you typed.
That's a long shot.
I like him. I can't.
Okay, that's fine. I just
Did I
asked
say
you.
anything wrong?
I know.
Who's your,
Next person on my hot guy list.
Oh my god.
Yep.
who's your dream match?
Typical teenager.
Who's your
What?
Who's your dream winner?
For men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
And then if Stone Cold didn't have a neck problem, it would be him.
He can't wrestle because he's got spinal stenosis.
I know, but like I said, if he didn't have a neck problem.
Yeah, JP. She clarified.
Don't encourage.
No.
Do what?
No. Hang on, where's the camera? No.
Oh my god. Jace.
You're fine.
Can you hear him whispering? JC's whispering. JC, we can hear you.
They can hear you, JC. Okay, now she's just lip singing it.
Alright, that's all the matches for this.
Alrighty. Match over.
Who won?
Who did win there, Bobbit? I looked away.
It was the whale.
Oh, yeah. So, with that being said...
That's a horrible way to end this.
No shit.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was still a fun night. We had a great entertainment with the two Royal Rumbles.
Well, JP, do you want your rematch against Fanta?
Tonight?
If you want to.
As long as you make it a squash match.
Oh, listen to this.
I don't care who it is. I said just as long as you make it a squash match. I don't care. I don't care who wins.
That's the creative control card.
All I gotta say.
Oh.
I'm not Hulk Hogan.
Wait, I thought you said Hogan never played the creative control card.
He did once.
Who did? I did?
Hogan.
He played it once because he had to. Because Vince Russo was going to fuck everything up.
And he did.
They essentially fucked everything up anyway.
A likely excuse.
I'll tell you what, since I'm sensing some beef, let's settle this beef in the ring.
What? What beef?
I'm noticing a little bit of beef here.
Okay, what beef?
Between who?
Johnny and JP.
No, there's no beef. I'm just antagonizing him.
Yeah, he is. What is wrong with you? If anything, I'd tag team with him.
Yeah.
Nah, we do things differently here in BCW.
Man, shut the hell up.
All I gotta say is that 1, Raw this week sucked, and 2, God hurt my eyes.
Yes.
Can y'all
It
see
wasn't
the
God, it
TV
was
good?
evil God. Our friend Brian. Yep, let me get you back to the other window there.
Yay. Buddy, you better win.
I probably won't. For some reason, I get thrown in fucking matches and fucking, like, Swiggity McFucking Swoog.
I will admit, why do you do that to him, Bobbit?
What?
Put me in the bullshit matches all the time.
There's nothing bullshit about this match.
Yeah, like honestly.
Oh God, it's Big Head.
So blocky.
No.
Finally, a head for
No.
JP Zingo.
How's that popcorn? Jesus fuck.
Sorry. It's good though. Why are you wearing a big head, buddy?
Why am I wearing whose head?
Whose head there, Paige?
JP's.
What about my head?
It's very huge.
Oh, that's a big head.
Yeah, it's one of the features within 2K19.
Oh.
I'm getting pussy.
Hey, good job on your exams too, by the way.
I know. I don't have to repeat any.
See, I told you it wasn't going to be that fucking hard.
Actually, the history one was because I had no clue what to write about.
Kate, have you shown my
You had to
new
write about something?
Some history exams required.
Oh. Well, if you studied, then you were okay.
It's a fucking big head feature.
Honey, we don't need to pick you up.
Wendy, baby, it's okay.
You have the biggest head in the industry now, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
We know you're well.
Are
Well,
you
I
really
already
sure
know
about
my
that?
ego's really inflated.
Look at his
so-
hat. Holy shit.
It's one of those traffic barrels.
It stops here.
So I need to know if this is true or not.
Okay, we're listening.
Okay. Well, it stopped there for a minute. So I got told a racist comment about me.
The what?
A racist comment.
What? Okay. Where? When?
At school.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
You got called a racist at school, huh?
No.
She got
I was
called a
told I
racist.
can't dance because I was white.
So you
Well,
got
that's kind
called
of true.
a
We can't
racist.
dance.
No. She had a racist comment mentioned in her direction.
Why?
Because that's how boys are.
Oh. Don't worry about it.
Is that all?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yep. Well, Johnny, you're losing.
Just because he's losing doesn't mean he's gonna lose.
Right? This feature is fucking me all up. Kind of feel like I've been drinking already.
She hasn't even touched the drop.
I know.
What are you doing? And you're drooling.
Help me out with what, Daniel?
And
A little scared of that at.
Yeah. It's like, is it gonna go flying any second and just decapitate somebody?
how in the fuck did they get in the ring?
Yeah.
Reminds me what Draws used to dress. He had that big old hat.
What did you just say?
It reminds me of what Draws used to wrestle. He used to come down with the big old hat on.
Sorry, Chuck.
No, it's
Don't
okay.
apologize. It's Trek. You gotta
I
have
was
to learn
born
this
that
now.
way. I was born that way.
You were born what way?
To be told saying sorry for any time I'm being that I have to interrupt someone.
That is right. That's the way
It's
you were
Trek,
born up.
though.
But when it comes to Trek, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's
that
fine.
sounds bad and hurtful, but
Now, what were you saying, Truck?
I was saying it reminds me when Draws used to come to the ring. He had the big old hat on.
Wasn't just draws. There's also Scotty Tuhati, which was also his hair.
Yep. I like that the hat's kind of falling into the ring.
Mm. Well, if you were paying attention, JP's head kind of melded into back of JP's head kind of melted into the ring.
and also Daniel, it was an exam from like last week.
Oh.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son. To include everyone. Get that going. There it goes. I tuck you in, one for you, keep you free from sin until the Sandman he comes. Wendy's
Thanks a
headbanging.
lot, JP. You got me dancing and singing.
Wait, your cousin's over here headbanging.
Yeah, we'll show you tomorrow.
Dreams of floor, dreams of flyers.
Johnny wins.
Oh boy,
Who won?
Johnny won.
See? Told you.
Oh.
All right.
Sucks to be you, JP.
That's it.
Alright, now we're done with matches.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, Wendy.
Well, I hope you all
He's
had
sad
fun.
because all the matches are over.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all had fun. I hope you enjoyed the predictions.
And on Sunday, we will be on my channel for the Royal Rumble. Speaking of which, Bobbit, I need you to resend me the thumbnail to my private DM because I kind of lost it
can
within
do
the
that.
chat. So definitely come check us out for that on Sunday. Tomorrow we will be on Derailed, talking about a few interesting topics there.
One of them being JFK.
Yep. So definitely go check out that tomorrow. As for tonight, because I haven't eaten dinner yet, neither has JP. So we're going to end it here, and we shall see you on Sunday. Have a good night, folks.
Bye, guys.